was actually in here Monday morning, and I know that Martin and the board were sitting down for their meeting. I went away home. I haven't done this stuff that I need to do here, and then I got a phone call to say could I come back out, and that's when I learned that Martin had departed. So after a meeting with the club and the staff, whatever it was decided that in the interim period I would take over with Joe and Eddie in their current roles as well, going forward into the coming game against St. Pat's. I think as a player, even though the manager has left the club, they've got their own professional pride. The professional players, they understand, how football works. It can be quite volatile in relation to, especially the manager's position. So they'll be focused on the game. There's no doubt about that. We trained yesterday, and the boys, they trained very well. They had a focus about them, and I think, with the day off as well, to let things settle down or whatever, it'll be a good opportunity to come in tomorrow and get focused on the game up in St. Pat's. Well, people would say I'm a little bit differently from a coaching point of view. I wouldn't be showing I'm not quite abrasive, but I will put my points across. But I feel that the players at this moment in time, there's a good bunch of lads there. There's some good players at the club. There's not an awful lot to be done except, given the belief that they need, and they have already anyway, to go up to St. Pat's and get results. I think the players fully believe that they can go up there and get a result. So we'll do our best in getting them prepared for that, and get them set up for that game, and going up there with a positive attitude to go and get a positive result. I would say so. I think it's an obvious scenario to look. Obviously within in the interim period, people are in there familiar with the players. Joe and Eddie have been there since the start of the season. They would have been there at every game, every training session, where my role as academy director would have been more focused on the younger age groups. I am familiar with the players. Obviously I've been to games, come out to training from time to time, so it is faces that they're recognised and familiar with. And like I said, we just need to give them, the platform to go and continue to do what they're doing, showing more belief in what they're doing. And we've conceded goals in areas where, we made mistakes. If we can just cut out those mistakes, I think the lads have got a good platform to go on and do well in the coming weeks. I honestly can't look that far ahead. I know you have to look at that scenario and planning wise from a travel arrangements and training arrangements, of course you do, and that'll be in my mind. I think my sole focus at this moment in time is looking at the St. Pat's game and getting the boys prepared for that game. There could be somebody in place by then. I know the club are on the lookout for a new manager. So I just got to concentrate on game to game situations. We'll concentrate on St. Pat's. We get through the St. Pat's game with a positive result, hopefully. We then concentrate on the Drogheda game, and then once it gets closer to those games, we'll look at them a little bit more closely then.